Okay, so as of late, Twitter's been doing this top 7 list thing where people will be like, hashtag top 7 favorite directors, or hashtag favorite 7 movies, or hashtag 7 favorite YouTubers. And then Funimation decided to get up on this bandwagon and be like, alright, well, hashtag top 7 DB moments. And I'm like, that's cool. I want to do that. I can't fit my top 7 Dragon Ball moments, like with Twitter's character limit. Fuck that. And even if I could, it would be completely lacking context, so you wouldn't even know why I'm choosing those 7 moments as my top 7 moments for Dragon Ball. I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just going to do this in video form, and I get to give you all the context I want, and I can just talk on for as long as I like, and just say all the things I need to say about these 7 moments that I think are my, you know, like the best, or at very least my personal favorites. Now, because this is a favorite moments list, and not really like an iconic moments list, you're gonna see a lot of things missing that you would probably expect from other people, like, you know, Goku's first time turning Super Saiyan, or Goku punching his way through Daimao, and those are big, iconic, just stay with you moments, but they're not my personal favorites. You know, there are moments I think of when I think of certain arcs, like, that's what, like, you know, like the still image that encapsulates, like, those arcs to a lot of people, and even myself, but they're just not my personal favorites, so you're not going to see them on here. Also, to no one's surprise, Dragon Ball Super isn't going to have a spot on this list. Not because, you know, there aren't good, memorable moments that I like, it's just there's not enough slots. Like, if there were more than 7 slots, like, say, maybe a top 10, you'd probably see, like, the Death of Future Bulma on there, possibly. But it's 7, I have to work with what I have, so fuck it. On to the list. Number 7 is the ending to GT. Yeah, that's right, I'm already putting GT on this list, and no, this won't be the only time GT shows up on this list, spoilers. But yeah, like, the ending to GT is just such a fantastic way to close off the series. Some people don't like it because of its ambiguous nature. I love it because of its ambiguous nature, and I just think it's such a good emotional piece. You know, you have Goku saying goodbye to all of his friends. There's that little hint that he's probably dead, while people going, Goku, are you? And then, like, just, you know, them getting cut off. Then there's, you know, Goku just disappearing, and he comes back like 100 years later, and he's watching the fight. He's seeing this new generation of fighters, and it feels so conclusive. It just feels like everything has come full circle, like this is it. We have seen the ending to Dragon Ball. We've seen the ending to the journey of Goku, and there is nothing beyond this. It's a fantastic moment, really doesn't get enough credit, and is easily one of my favorite moments of the entire franchise. Number 6 is Piccolo saving Gohan. This is like the big emotional moment of the Saiyan arc. You know, you've been through all these ups and downs from this arc, and we've seen Piccolo slowly grow as a character, and then it all just kind of comes full circle in this moment where he selflessly gives his life to protect this small child. Not just any child, the child of his blood hatred rival. And he just completely, without a second thought, just jumps in front of it, takes the attack. He has like these tears in his eyes, his last words to Gohan, and Gohan's just in tears that he just lost his mentor and like the secondary father figure to him. And it's such a great emotional moment, has a lot of weight to it. Yeah, Piccolo ends up coming back, and you know, you can say like that kind of deflates it because, you know, that doesn't have a meaning in Dragon Ball. But at that time, when you're seeing that scene, like, it's hard to, like, you know, not just get a little bit of a tear in your eye when you just see Piccolo fade away and Gohan just breaks down. It's such a fantastic death scene. And another fantastic death scene is the death of Kuririn, which is my number 5 moment. And people, I feel like they always kind of lean towards the death on Namek. To me, I'm more of a fan of the original death in Dragon Ball because, first off, Goku doesn't even see it happen. He runs in and just finds his best friend lying on the ground. This is the first time he's ever had to confront the idea of death, at least like someone he really genuinely personally cared for and had a personal attachment to. And Goku snaps. Like, yeah, he has this big rage moment on Namek, but in this moment, not only does he just, you know, get angry, he goes on just a murderous killing spree. Very targeted towards, you know, the people who are responsible for this, but he is just working his way, trying to figure out who is responsible, like hunting down the guy who did it, and he goes in with an empty stomach, so he's obviously weaker. He wasn't really prepared for it. He wasn't thinking. He was in a moment of pure fucking blood rage. And we have never seen Goku like that up until that point. And really, we've never really seen him like that afterwards. Like I said, he gets angry on Namek, but after he transforms, he like calms down. He's stern and serious. Goku is a man on a mission when he finds Kuririn's body. And just the impact it has on his character is just so overwhelming, and really a moment that I think a lot of people don't appreciate enough. Now for a moment that a lot of people do appreciate, and a lot of people really do love, is Goku's Genkidama that he charges up to take out Kid Buu. I don't know what the hell you'd call that, but it's just this big ass Genkidama that he uses against Kid Buu. Another fucking phenomenal, iconic scene, but it's also just a really emotional scene too, because you have Goku, he's trying to charge it up. You have Vegeta and Majin Buu, they're trying to hold back Kid Buu. You have Mr. Satan calling out to the people, trying to get them off their asses, and now all of humanity are raising their hands up in this moment of solidarity, all giving their energy for this one attack to take out this one big bad villain. And it's emotional, and it just feels so good. And you know, they have to use the Dragon Balls to recharge Goku, because it's just a lot of last-ditch effort attempts for them to just take out this one last guy. And like, there's just so much tension to it, there's so much emotions running through it, there's so much beautiful visual elements to it. Like I said, especially just when you see everybody like raising their hands up. You see Artificial Human 17, like, you know, he raises his hand. Lunch, you see her, she's like, oh. And then she, like, you know, raises her hands. It's so great to see her, you know, at least in the anime version. It's a fantastic moment. I know it's a lot of people's favorites, and goddamn, man, it really deserves its place on a lot of people's favorites list. Something else that also deserves its place on a lot of people's favorites list is Vegeta's Sacrifice. You know, his big Majin Vegeta explosion in a complete selfless moment gives his life to take down Majin Buu. Granted, Majin Buu is his fault, and it's him taking responsibility for it, but it's such a great culmination of all these things that have happened to his character up until this point. Yes, Vegeta's a fuck up. Yes, Vegeta does shit selfishly, and here is Vegeta's moment of trying to make up for that. Him standing up, trying to be the hero, trying to atone for the wrongs he's committed, and trying just to protect the people he loves most, his son, his wife, these people that, you know, he's grown this attachment to, and that really genuinely means something to him. He even has that beautiful conversation with Piccolo. It's just like, you know, will I see Kakarot in the afterlife? He goes, no, like, you won't. Not after everything that you've done. You will not see him. You're going somewhere else. And he still doesn't care. It doesn't matter to him, because in that moment, all that matters is defeating this guy and protecting his family. By that point in the series, he had become a much better person, and that scene completely reflects that in his character. And that covers all of the big moments that a lot of people seem to like. My last two are ones that people very rarely mention, but are two of my personal favorites. My second favorite moment in the entire Dragon Ball franchise is when Goku gets to be reunited with his grandpa Gohan at Uranai Baba's tournament. Once again, so it's another big emotional scene. And it's a moment where we see a side of Goku that we've never really seen before, with him just tearing up, excited, so full of joy and happiness. And it's a side we never really get to see from him afterwards. We never really get to see that really sensitive, he's just a child side of Goku. Before or after this, you never see that big kind of emotional moment from Goku, where he's just full of that happiness, that childlike joy, being reunited with this person that he loves so dearly, that has been out of his life for so long, and he gets to spend and share this one last moment with them. There's just so much emotion running through it. And, you know, yeah, it's a real tearjerker of a scene. I mean, if you have a soul, it's a tearjerker of a scene. I guess if you're some sort of heartless monster who thinks King Goku is stupid, and him showing any kind of fucking emotions other than, I want to kick a guy's ass, is, you know, lame, but, you know, fuck you guys, who cares? Shit, what was I talking about? Right. Goku meeting Son Gohan, his grandfather, great fucking moment. Really just an underappreciated moment. I feel like nobody ever brings this moment up as just one of the big, amazing, wonderful, heart-wrenching moments of the series. Absolutely one of my favorites. And while I'm on the topic of big emotional moments that nobody fucking talks about, let's talk about my absolute favorite moment from the entire franchise. and that is the last face-off against Yi Jinglong. Yes, a GT moment is my #1 favorite fucking moment, and it's one of those things I always look to when I hear people talk about, man, GT's such a piece of shit and there's nothing good about it except for like Super Saiyan 4 or some other bullshit. And I'm like, it's full of so many good moments, and this moment is one of them without a doubt. For those that don't remember what this moment is, either because like you never watched GT or you just didn't care about it when you first saw it and you just don't fucking remember it, after everyone thinks that Son Goku is dead, Vegeta, in this last ditch moment, looks to everyone and just tells them, get off this planet. Go to Bulma's spaceship, get them off this planet. You know, think of something later on, try to beat this guy later. I am going to hold him down. You just save them, save yourselves, and get out of here. And Goten and Gohan and all of them do that, and then, like, you know, they get like a little bit of ways away, but then they tell Oob, like, hey, save Bulma and Chi-Chi and Videl and Bra, you know, we're gonna go fight this, we're gonna go stand by Vegeta's side. And it's such a great fucking moment because they're so hopeless in this scene. You know, the Dragon Balls, the MacGuffins that they've relied on this entire franchise have turned against them. Yes, they still have the Namekian Dragon Balls to fall back on, but right now they are in a do-or-die moment. And the thing that is trying to kill them is the thing that's been saving them arc after arc after arc. And Goku, as far as they know, is dead. He's not going to help them. They're completely just done. There's nothing they can do to stop this. The Earth is going to be destroyed. Everyone's going to die. And they know this. They know that it's a completely hopeless moment for them. So all they can do is just get the few people they can off this planet and distract this guy long enough to save the ones they love. And it's such a big emotional moment. And it's one that nobody ever fucking... Like, some people will talk about the Gohan and Goku moment from the Urnai Baba tournament. A few people will... Nobody will ever mention just that scene from GT. It's such a fantastic scene. It's one that just fills me with so many fucking emotions, and it makes me think of just like these characters, because usually they're on top of this. Like, even when things seem like they're at their most hopeless, you know, someone pulls out a big transformation and, you know, they do something epic and awesome and they kick the shit out of the bad guy. Here, they don't have that. Vegeta's, like, they've already exhausted all of their options. You know, Vegeta's already obtained Super Saiyan 4 and he fused with Goku and that didn't work, and now they can't fuse again, and everyone is weakened and battered and beaten. They are completely beyond saving at this point as far as they're concerned. And yes, you know, Goku shows up as the Goku Ex Machina with the universal Genkidama, but up until that moment, they don't know that, and it is just such a big, powerful scene, one that gets no goddamn credit from anybody in this fandom except for me, which is why I'm the best. Till next time, guys, Zeon out. Never mind what that Zeon just said, because that Zeon was a fucking idiot. This video is not over. In fact, I am changing the rules, because there are rules now. I am making this a tag video, and I'm going to tag Uncanny Megan and Miss Mozilla Vulpix. Now they have to do their 7 favorite moments from the Dragon Ball franchise, and then they have to go and tag 2 more people, or 1 person, or 5 people. I don't give a shit. Tag whoever the hell you want, or tag nobody. I don't care. But it is now a tag thing, and let's get this gravy train rolling. Go!